Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Had a pretty good morning. Headed to the gym right now. Got a bit of work done. And everything market-wise, the market is exploding right now. Off the EU news that we had over the weekend, the bluff on Friday and then backtracked by Trump. Clear bluff to lure them into forcing a deal relatively soon, so by the July 9th deadline. Everything with the tariffs is going pretty good. Everybody's in negotiations right now, and everything on that front looks pretty good, so nothing too concerning there. The market's front running a lot of these deals right now. We have another island bottom. I think it's the second island bottom on SPY and QQQ, the S&P 500 and NASDAQ. Since the April 9th low. So the market with an island bottom at basically 5,900 here, I think we're headed to new highs by end of June. We'll be at 6,100 to 6,200 in my opinion. So June should be an amazing month. July should be pretty good as well, and then we'll reassess everything by mid to end July. So we'll see what happens there. Today we also got some news on the Bitcoin front that DJT, which is Donald J. Trump's stock, is actually buying $3 billion worth of crypto. I think 2.5 billion in Bitcoin, and then the rest is ETH. I think that's what I saw this morning. And then also we have another hedge fund that bought $850 million of Bitcoin today. We have Michael Saylor buy, I think, $2 billion yesterday. So we're getting all these headlines of a lot of people buying, yet Bitcoin has not broken last week's highs convincingly. So we're still just chilling here. I think we're just building a flag, building the handle after a big cup on the major dip in the last few months. And then I think once we blow past 112k on Bitcoin, it's 120, 127, 135, all the way to 145k, 150k. That can happen relatively quick, by July, in my opinion. So once Bitcoin starts going, it doesn't really give you an entry, so you have to be positioned before. And alts are performing pretty well. ETH is flagging right now at 27, 2800. Once that breaks, I think it just rushes to 4k. Everything is looking amazing. Everything's going exactly as planned, and I couldn't be happier. I went through major drawdown in Q1, and this past quarter has been much better. I'm still down overall on the year, but regained a lot of losses, and I'm just dialed in. I had major positions in Coinbase, Hood, Tesla at the lows, Palantir, sold some of my position at 120. What else? Uber, 2x leveraged. Tesla, I'm basically up 2x from the bottom. I bought cons for July as well on Friday, and those are up like 70% today. So everything that I'm executing is working as planned, and that's the beauty of the market. Once it catches momentum, you could change your life in a couple of months, in a few weeks. You just have to catch those periods of a very good follow through, very good momentum, and you make your year just like that. So very happy with my gains so far in May, and I'm looking forward to break that record in June. As for the agency, everything's going as planned, and I'm super proud and happy with the team. How we've handled everything. We had pretty rough 2024 as a whole. Up and downs. We had accounts go down. We had to figure out how to get merchant accounts ASAP. We had to figure out how to get advertising accounts for TikTok ASAP. So we connected with agencies, we connected through banks. Now we do everything in store. Everything is in house, and I'm just super proud of the resiliency with everyone that stuck through, and just trusted the plan, You know, everything right now has been going amazing. We've had no accounts go down, fingers crossed, for the last few months, and it's just encouraging to see, just because we used to have random ass problems that appear every like 2-3 months, and the last like 4 months have been relatively good. And now that things are picking up on the front end with sales coming in, we have basically everything operating at full force. You know, we're scaling on all ends for rebills, for clients, for the front end, you know, the back end stuff that we have implemented as well are generating some money. So everything as a whole is going amazing, and you know, obviously fingers crossed, I don't want to jinx anything, but things are looking very promising, and we're building this company out for the future. You know, it's not just a get rich and we get out. We're trying to build a major business that'll last. No, I don't want to say past us, because I do think if we, you know, I'm talking from Shelton's perspective, I think if we do get a solid offer on the company, you know, I want to say 5, 10, 15 years down the line, we probably would take it. But our plan right now is to just hustle, grind this out, and build as much MRR as we can, you know, as much as possible. And we want to make bread not only for our clients, you know, that's the number one thing for us, but you know, everyone that's been on board for the last 4 or 5 years of this agency, you know, we want to put life-changing money in their pockets, and you know, give them that financial freedom. Already this position, like all the positions on the company, are remote, so there's freedom there, and you work on your own time. You're basically your own entrepreneur. For, you know, we're all working together. Nobody's working for anyone. We're just all working alongside each other, and you know, the beauty of it is that we motivate each other, and we need each other. You know, every position is related to the other for us to generate money. For example, the people topping up ad accounts, the media buyer needs that person to be on top of things so accounts keep running. And then obviously the metrics, you know, you want to make sure the media buyer is looking at everything and everything's clean on that end and good before we scale up. Also, client communication and chats, you know, we want our management team to be on top of that, so there's no miscommunication on that end. And then fulfillment as well, you know, you want to make sure that stuff are running smoothly. We don't have orders sitting there on accident for like 2, 3, 4, 2 months, you know, 2, 3, 4 weeks, 2 months. So, you know, I've been very happy with the last, I mean, I want to say since the beginning of the year, maybe since like February, March, everybody's on the same page. Everything is picking up pretty well, and it's very encouraging to see. I'm very proud of the team. So yeah, I'm gonna go hit a workout right now, basically at the gym. I'm gonna go hit a nice back and biceps workout. It's pull day. Then I'm gonna go back home, get back on the PC, grind it out for a couple of hours, and then I'm gonna enjoy my evening. It's really nice out here in Ottawa. Probably gonna hoop with some friends and then swim and kick it. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another update. If you guys did enjoy the video, please leave a like, please subscribe to the channel. It does help it out a lot. And you know, I'm on the grind to get this channel monetized. We're like 30% there, so you know, I'm grinding that out for the year. That's one of my goals, and hope you guys can contribute to that. So if you guys have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. If you want to join a free Discord with like-minded individuals, you know, traders that are on the grind, we have around 200 members, and it's completely free. Join it. The link is in the description below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.